Previously in part 1.
My name's Samuel Leeds. So our mission is to help deserving people become financially free by property. That's what we do. The next crash course now is 2 days. I've got a lot of prep to do.
Good morning and welcome to the Property Investors Crash Course! And at that point everyone's going to go crazy. And then you're going to say, my name is Samuel Leeds, or whatever it is. And
So the Property Investors Crash Course, while it is just 2 long days, it's a lot of work. Not just the 2 days. All the admin, getting all the lighting, the stage, the sound checks, the music, the register, all the admin that goes with it, finding the venue, making sure, it's 2 days, but it takes a month to put it on. If we were to stop doing it after the baby, I don't think it would be because of the 2 days. I think it would be because of all the stuff that you don't see that needs to be done, and I need to be involved with that, frankly. Yes, we have got a couple booked now for early part of next year, just after the baby's born, and we'll see what it's like running the crash courses with the baby. Does it work or does it not? So it could be the last few that we ever run, or it could be that we continue to run them. At the moment, I don't know. Cool. Seriously though, I really honestly believe this is the best venue we've ever had this in.
Agreed.
We've got the most people we've ever had. I think we're going to have the most fun we're going to ever have. I think there's going to be the most deals found that's ever been found. And I think this is going to be the best Property Investors Crash Course that we've ever ran.
Ditto.
I believe that. So power whoosh, let's go out of a swim. Power whoosh! 1, 2, 3, whoosh!
That's not the shirt that I told you to wear, babe.
Oh, there was
I
only
said, no, there's 3. And I said the one that's closest to your suit. What's the one that's closest to your suit?
Oh yeah. I've got a really good feeling about today. I think that it might be one of my favourite crash courses. I don't know if it's because it's going to be the last one, certainly, for a long time. But yeah, I've got a good feeling. Rock and roll.
Good morning and welcome to the Property Investors Crash Course! Welcome onto the stage, the man of the moment, Mr. Samuel Leeds!
Day 1 of the crash course is all about how to find deals. You know, what makes a good property investment? How do you then formulate that? How do you work out the return on investment? How do you find it? What's the best areas? HMOs, single lets, apartments, you know, that's day 1.
I want to acknowledge you all for being here, you know, because I see a lot of real super familiar faces.
Power has completely just failed. Out of nowhere, we're all set up, we're good to go. We're very prepared people with no power.
It's supposed to be an hour, me teaching about HMO areas.
Should we start counting that?
Or
3 seconds? Like, come on. Oh, that's better. Is that better? Yes. Oh, nice.
I don't think the energy is as high as it has been in the past. I don't know. I think they're really enjoying it. There's some very intelligent people, but I just think, yeah, I think the energy's been higher in the past. I don't know if it's me.
Hardcore. So the next session, I'm going to find a house in front of everybody live.
Do you have to find a house first, or do you do it completely live?
I do it completely live. I find the house on the spot. You got to do it live, man.
Yeah,
this is a raw, live, real business. You can't be pre-planning stuff, man. Because how are they going to expect to find a house live if I don't do it? So I've got to find it live. Now what you'll find is we will probably look at a lot of properties that are on auction, 50% house share, and a lot of stuff like that. So we're just going to just like flick through.
The people that come, they're all a little bit unsure, they're strangers, and they're sat next to each other, and you can just tell everyone's thinking, what is going to happen, what's this about? And day one, just seeing people transition from skeptical novices to a real family. You know, by the end of day one, everyone's really close, really connected. They're partnering up with people, they're joint venturing. So just to get that real family sense by the end of day one is just incredible.
I was thinking around about lunchtime, I was thinking the energy feels a little bit low. You know, are they getting it? But man, they are alive, they are on fire. That's why I'm here. I feel like I'm born to do this.
One of the things that you're going to have to expect to get if you put yourself out there, if you're wanting to make a big difference in the world, you're going to get a lot of haters, especially behind a keyboard. We call them keyboard warriors. Now, I've never once have I had someone say to my face, "I don't like what you're doing. You're a fraud." No one said that. But behind a keyboard, you get people saying all kinds of stuff. It's just going to happen. And what I always say to myself is, for every one hater, you've helped 100. Day two is, how do we leverage our money to buy lots of these properties without using any of our own money?
Yeah, it's going really well. They're currently practicing their role play on lease option agreements, and I'm interested in seeing the results.
A lot of my staff, so Tanya and Elliot and Max and the guys, I see them in the office working, but seeing them at the crash course, empowering and helping others in their property journey, seeing them on such a buzz and seeing them operating in their highest sense is great for me as well.
We have a really, really amazing group. They're asking all the right questions. They've done their background checks. They've read Samuel's book. They have watched all his videos. They've done. So they're a really, really experienced group, actually. Now, considering I've had the promotion from Buy Low Rent High as managing director, I have now promised the delegates that I will go through the properties they've sourced. So, I will message them, and links are coming in fast and furious.
People come to the crash course to learn, and they come to learn about property. One guy that came, Stuart, brought his son Richard. He dragged his son along because he wanted Richard, his son, to learn about property. And although they both learned about property, Richard was so pleased with his dad for bringing him. And at one point, Richard got up on stage to share what he'd learned, and he was so overwhelmed with joy that his dad had brought him. We called his dad up, and these two, father and son, suddenly just started hugging and started to cry at how overwhelmed with joy they were. Not just because they'd learned about property, but because now they'd got a plan financially for their life that was going to set them up, that was going to give them freedom. And for me, watching these two grown men, father and son, on stage, hugging and crying, that really, I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. Ever going to forget that moment. The great thing about the Property Investors Crash Course is that some people say you can find the information online, and whilst you can find some of the information online, you could spend months and months trawling through the internet looking at all different sites. Or you could spend 2 days having a condensed crash course, not only taught to you, but also where you're made to take action and actually implement the stuff there and then on the weekend. Seeing people come in that don't know even how to work out the return on investment, to actually on their laptops finding deals, securing properties, and working out all the figures and the formulas. I just get such a buzz from seeing people come on in such a long way in such a short amount of time. And the energy and the celebrations, the vibe, it's just incredible. It's a real mountaintop moment for me. In the concluding part, we are off to pick up some baby things. Well, I was so angry, I was so bitter.
I really want to remember this.
My waters have just broken.